Hello, everybody. I think a lot, you know, and I think this is going to be a topic that will hit closely to home for a lot of us. And I think it's something that we tend to overlook, but I think it's something that we all have in common. So, most, so we all overthink, right? And when we hang out with someone new or hang out with a group of people that we're not familiar with, we usually overthink and we worry about what they're probably thinking about us, right? Like, oh, they might be they think I'm weird, or like you might usually think like, oh, they might think I'm weird, or uh, that was what I just did was really embarrassing, and like I I don't think it's as bad as we really imagined, if I'm being honest. Like, most people don't actually think about us nearly as much as we imagine. It's I think it's like, for us, we're the main character of our own story, so we just assume that we're the center of everyone else's story. But in reality, everyone else is just preoccupied with their own lives, and I believe that the person is not really thinking anything about you. It's just you thinking that they are thinking something about you, if you know what I mean, right? But I think that's what is happening, is that you think that they're thinking poorly about you. And that's why you feel this anxious feeling when you hang out with someone new or hang out with a group of people that are new and you're unfamiliar with. So I had this party that I went to, and it was the first party that I ever went to, so I was a little nervous. This was way back in 2022, and so 2 years ago, I went to a party, and it was the first party that I ever went to. I went to a trip. I went to hang out with friends. I lived with them for like a couple days, for like a week. And I went there, and the whole time, the whole point of a party is to hang out with people and enjoy the time that you're there, and just hang out and talk to as many people as possible, and just enjoy the time being there. But I didn't do that. I did the opposite, really. I didn't talk to anybody because I was just so preoccupied of worrying about what I was doing and what people would think about me if I did something out of my own ordinary. So it's just that I spent so much time I spent so much time worrying about what people were thinking about, that I didn't have the time to even enjoy myself at all. But I was enjoying the party from what I was able to like. I would just stay with the group of people that I already knew, which is the three people that my best friends, and that's it. I wouldn't go anywhere. I wouldn't even talk to anybody else. And after the party, I was observing most of the time, and I think that's what a lot of us do. If you relate to that, that you just observe, and instead of communicating with people, then you'll understand this. So I spent most of the time of the party observing and not doing anything. But it's just that, like, I tried to save myself from embarrassment, because I think that's like the most worst feeling, is being embarrassed, right? And I came to the realization that I don't think anybody even remembers that much about the party. Like, it's not even like a huge memory that stays forever. Like, some parts of the party are there in other people's memories, but I don't even think people even remember me being there. like I never even existed. Like if you were to ask them if I went to the party, they will be like, that guy went to the party? You know? So I'm not just saying that people never judge or that their opinions can't really hurt us, but I'm just saying that it's just that our brains are our worst enemy. We conjure judgments about ourselves. So in reality, us thinking that other people are thinking about something about us, like something poorly about us, is just us reflecting our own judgments against ourselves. So it's just that we need to, I think the best way to overcome this is to realize that nobody is really thinking anything about you. And you just have to realize that. And if they treat you differently compared to how they treat other people, that is when you should cut them off. Because that's when you know that they are actually thinking poorly about you. Because they will treat you differently than they treat others. But if they treat you the same along with others, or they're just nice, then they're probably not thinking anything about you at all. So you have nothing to worry about at all. Just acknowledging this can be incredibly freeing, because I was so antisocial and very introverted because of this problem that I was having. But once I realized what the actual true meaning was for it, is that I completely am more open and talkative to people. I want to challenge you as the viewer to experiment with this. Next time that you find yourself spiraling and thinking that someone's probably thinking poorly about you, or like anything of the sort like that, I want you to take a moment, pause, ask yourself, is this your own mind speaking to itself? Or is this actually them? Is there concrete evidence that they are treating you poorly? Yeah, but in reality, it's just a journey. So this is another tip for you guys to enjoy every moment of your life, because in reality, you only get one life. And why worry? Why spend the time worrying about what other people are thinking about you, and just live your life? Don't be worried about what you think that other people are thinking about you. And so what if they are? I don't think that it really affects you, and it won't affect you as much as you think, because for as many times as I lived, which is once, but for as long as I have lived, I've had my fair share of embarrassing moments, and I don't think anybody has even remembered any of them at all. Like, I remember asking my friend a question about something embarrassing that happened a while ago, and they don't even remember it occurring at all. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Have you guys experienced any moments where you realized that you're worrying about nothing? Or you had a moment of where you were thinking that someone was probably thinking poorly about you? But thanks for tuning in today, guys. This was just a really nice talk to have. And this is a journey. And just know that you matter. And I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.